Hi YouTubers, it's Healthier Shell and I am back yet again with another video. I know, 3 in 1 week. I actually had been planning all week to make a Saturday video, mostly because I'm pretty sure next week my video will fall on Saturday because I have my appointment with the psychiatrist on Friday. So I figured I'd probably be updating Saturday. And I was very excited to be able to do a video with sunshine. All my other videos have been at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night. I have been very busy at my job, and so those of all have been when I've been very tired and in artificial light, and everybody says the sun is so much better. Um, Actually, it proved to be a little bit of a problem because clearly I'm not a person who spends a lot of time in the sun. My Irish genes don't like the sun. I spend 5 minutes and I burn. My friends all joke because I put on my SPF vampire whenever I am in the sun and end up with a big floppy hat and all that. So I had to close half my blinds in order to make this because when they were open, I just looked like a ghost. So that was actually pretty funny. But so here I am, and it's Saturday morning, March 8th. And I'm excited to make this video. All week long, I have been recording my food for the Preop Nutrition Plan, and I do that on one page, and then on the front page I write thoughts that I've been having and struggles that I've been having and things like that. And I was recording all week long the different things that I wanted to say in this video. And this morning I went to go pull that out of my work bag to record my breakfast, and guess what? I left it on my desk. So that was really disappointing, and I'm hoping that I can make it through this video on memory alone without sidetracking too much. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to about is I am not really sure yet who I'm going to tell about this, and I'm really struggling with that because obviously I have to tell my place of employment something, and I don't know what to tell them. I work in a company that is very small and is very much like a family. My boss really cares a lot about his employees, but he also, I don't know how to put this really, he also is a wealthier man, and it feels a little embarrassing to go in and say, so I need to have 2 to 3 weeks off because I'm having weight loss surgery. I don't think he would be unsupportive of it, but I just don't know that that's something I want to tell him. But if I go in and say I need 2 to 3 weeks off because of a health issue, he's going to become extremely concerned and want to know what's going on. And I can't, like, in my heart, tell him it's none of your business. So I'm not really sure how to work that. But I don't really have to think about that just yet, so I'm still mulling that over in my head. I have told my brother, because as I said in my last video, I wanted to talk to him about it. And last night I was out to dinner with my parents, and I did tell them. And I had sort of broached it with them before, but I did tell them that I'm going through the program and everything. They were very supportive. So that was nice. They said I could go stay at their house afterwards, that my mom would come over and feed my cats, and clearly I would have to board my dog. Oh, so that's one thing I was going to tell you guys, because some of you, I've seen you show your animals or talk about them or whatever. I have 2 cats and a dog. I have 2 cats and a giant dog. So I have this, I'm a little nerdy. And so last year for my birthday, my friends had their brother-in-law draw me sort of comic-y style picture of my animals, and it's one of the best things that anybody has ever given me. I just love it to pieces, so I'm going to show it to you guys. This is it. Let's see if I can get it without the glare. So this is Gizmo, my tabby cat, and Cooper, my giant Doberman, and Harley, that's my girl, my little tuxedo kitty. Yes, Harley is a girl. A lot of people always think she's a boy because of her name, and they just need to familiarize themselves a little bit with Batman. So anyway, those are my critters, and you'll probably see them at some point in the video, though maybe not Cooper, because he is 3 and like 85 pounds and kind of crazy. So anyway, that's my critters. One of the things my parents asked me was why I wanted to have the surgery, and I already explained a lot of that here. And I know I did say that I want to do it for health reasons, and that's absolutely accurate. That is the number one reason that I want to do it, is because of health reasons. I mean, look at this, you guys. I pulled these out. This is crazy. These are prescriptions. Oh my God. Okay, so this one is as needed, but these are not. These are everyday prescriptions. That is not okay. And that doesn't include vitamins, and it doesn't include like the Excedrin that I have to take if I start to feel migraine coming on, because I get migraines. It doesn't include like the pain pill over the counters that I have to take because I have arthritis in my knee. It's crazy. Like, there's no way that I should be taking that many pills. And the fact of the matter is, if I were to lose a significant amount of weight, I would probably only have to be on, I would guess, one of those, if that. There's one that I'm a little bit worried about maybe having to stop during the surgery, but I don't know. I got to talk to them about that. And then, you know, the vitamins and stuff like that. So that's crazy. Why am I taking all these pills? I mean, like, vitamins, okay, I'm cool with taking vitamins, but I don't want to take all these prescription pills forever. Probably with more if I continue to gain weight, so forget that. So, ugh. So I wanted to talk to you guys about, oh, and I forgot to do the math, what they gave me at the class that I had last week, and that is this, the patient information binder. And what I specifically wanted to talk to you guys about was the nutrition plan and the checklist that they give us. And the checklist, which I need to find and probably should have marked ahead of time. Well, first we'll do the nutrition plan because I know, oh, they're right next to each other. Okay, so here is the checklist. It's long, preparing for success. And here is your nutrition plan. Very easy to follow. So the nutrition plan is basically, breakfast is 3 servings of protein, 1 serving of fruit, 1 serving of dairy, 1 serving of carbohydrate, 1 serving of fat. Lunch is 3 servings of protein, 2 servings of vegetables, 1 serving of fruit, 1 serving of carbohydrate, 1 serving of fat. Dinner is 3 servings of protein, 2 servings of veggies, 1 serving of dairy, 1 serving of carbohydrate, 1 serving of fat. Although they say you don't have to eat the dairy. Oh, there goes Gizzy. In any of those. And I've actually been sticking to that pretty well. And I have, in the last week, since last Thursday, lost 9 pounds. Now, that is huge for a week, and let me explain some things about that because that is ridiculous. Every time I start any kind of nutrition plan, I always drop a huge amount in the first week. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this. The main reason for that is because I don't like to drink water, and I have suddenly gone from drinking this much water to drinking 64 ounces and above. So you can imagine that that is a lot of water weight, and it's crazy. Additionally, when I went and had my first weigh-in there, it was a certain time for me, and that time is also crazy, and I can gain up to like 8 pounds. So, water weight. So that's that. And I don't expect this next week before I go to the psych, I'm going to see another 9-pound drop, though that would be super. I don't think that's going to happen. I totally got off sidetracked from, other reasons why I was looking to do this and things I was looking forward to. But I think I'm going to put that to another video because I have them written in my notebook, and there's some really specific ones that I wanted to mention, and I'm afraid I'll forget. Plus, I'm already at 9 minutes, so I'm going to go to the checklist. Things in the checklist. Things I'm really excited about is they gave us this checklist in November, and I was like, I'm going to start right away, and then I didn't, and then they denied me, and I was like, forget it, I'm not going to do it at all. So they gave it to us again, and look at this. Look at, so this column is date that you started. All of them, pretty much, I have started. So let's look at this. Quit smoking. I did that already last year, and it was totally easy. I had already quit, well, okay, I quit smoking once before for 2 years, and then I started again, and that was dumb. Don't do that. I'm sure everybody watching this is a non-smoker, hopefully. I go to an obscene amount of music concerts, and with that tends to come drinking, and the drinking and the music and being just kind of socially awkward and shy can sometimes lead to poor choices like smoking. And I became one of those, I could just smoke what I drink. I'll just smoke at concerts. I'll go to a 3-day music festival and buy a pack to get me through. Oh, look, I'm a smoker. So never again. I am not one of those people who can ever have a cigarette, and I acknowledge that. No more smoking. Quit drinking alcohol. So I pretty much started doing that at the same time that I quit smoking. I have never been a big, okay, I've never really been a regular drinker. I don't really like wine, and I'm not a big beer drinker. They also can lead to migraines for me. So pretty much my drinking was go out and get very drunk, but not drink on a regular basis. So now I haven't been doing either of those since I quit smoking, because I acknowledge that one can lead to the other, and I was just worried about that. So I haven't really had, I think I drank on like Christmas a little bit, like some champagne or whatever, a mimosa, and I haven't had any booze since January, I guess. So that's good. Stop chewing gum. What's funny about that is I had not really been a big gum chewer, and then I quit smoking and started chewing gum. So on like February 27th, the day after my class, no more gum. Don't drink through a straw. The only way I can get water through is if it's ice cold or through a straw. So that was a hard one for me. February 27th, cut it out. And I should say the only way I used to be able to get water. Eliminate the 3 C's, calories, carbonation, and caffeine. March 1st, those were all out. I gave up coffee before. I gave up soda, and I stopped drinking anything that had over 20 calories in 8 ounces. Carbonation was hard. The soda not as hard. I had bought a soda stream where you could just carbonate water, because for me it was more about the bubbles. Caffeine killer. I am a coffee drinker. That was hard. I had a caffeine headache for 4 days. I am still like, I need my coffee in the morning, but I really think it's more psychosomatic than anything. So now I get up and I drink, like a nice decaf tea. I found this Republic of Tea brand that makes a blackberry sage that's awesome. It's so delicious, and I drink that throughout the day, and that's kind of helping. Plus I've just been trying to get a little bit more sleep, which is good for you anyway, right? So good. Drink 64 ounces of fluid a day. I thought that would be impossible. It's not, and it's not because I'm following the eating plan, and I'm very easily beginning to distinguish between, am I really hungry or am I thirsty? As somebody who never drank water, I would confuse those, and I would say, oh, I'm starving. No, I was thirsty. I was dehydrated all the time. So now I am not, and it's great. And I actually am enjoying drinking water, and that is weird. Don't drink 10 minutes before a meal. No problem. Don't drink during a meal. Okay, managing. Don't drink for an hour after a meal. Oh my God, that's impossible. And somebody had said on my blog on Tumblr that that's really after your surgery thing, and I know the reasons why or whatever, but I'm trying to do everything on the checklist, so I'm trying to get used to it, and that is really hard. I have had to set the timer on my phone, put it face down, and make sure I'm doing something else. And it's funny that it is such a problem, but it really is. It's painful. But I'm doing it because I know that this is going to be hard, and so I might as well start getting used to it now. I don't want to go have surgery and then have to do all these things and start thinking, oh my God, this is too hard. What have I done? I want to go into it knowing, yeah, this is going to be hard, but it's going to be worth it. So this is what I'm doing. Use the preoperative meal plan. Totally been sticking to that. Having a little trouble because I went out to dinner last night, but I got a taco salad, no cheese, no beans. Sour cream and guac on the side so I could measure out the guacamole, because 2 tablespoons of avocado is considered a fat. So really it was chicken, lettuce, a tiny bit of pico de gallo, 2 tablespoons of guac. I'm not supposed to eat the sour cream, but I threw a little on there, and okay, I ate a little bit of the shell, but come on, I've been doing all right. I know I shouldn't have, but whatever. Tonight is a big problem. My friend, for an early birthday thing, is making chicken and waffles. She promised a long time ago. We made this plan, and it's hard because I haven't told anybody about this, to call her and tell her, no, I'm not going to, so I'm just going to eat it and thank her and not eat the size that I normally would, just eat a little and be happy with it and move on. I don't know really what else to do because I can't just flake on her. She'd be pissed. Weigh, measure foods with a food scale, measure cup. Totally been doing that. Already used to doing that because, you know, Weight Watchers and 900 other plans have had to do that, so that's not a big deal. Space your meals 4 to 6 hours apart. That's been a rough one, but I've managed to do it. I think people at work are catching on because they'll be like, oh, you want to eat? It's noon. And I'm like, oh, I ate my breakfast at 10. Nope, can't eat yet. And they're like, okay, that's weird. We usually eat all at the conference table. Eliminate snacks. Pretty good at that. Have a 9 o'clock at night issue. I don't know if that's habit or if I'm genuinely hungry at 9 o'clock at night. I've had, you know, like a cheese stick here and then. But like I said, I think earlier, it hasn't put me over my 1,200 calories, so I'm not really going to knock it. Eat the protein part of your meal first. I have to ask them about this because, like, I'll eat an egg salad sandwich, you know, egg salad on a sandwich thin, which is considered one carbohydrate. Now, I know later I probably won't be able to eat that. Or like a salad with chicken in it, or, you know, I don't know how you eat your protein first when it's mixed into other stuff. I guess I'm a food mixer. Maybe they make you separate it all out. I'm not really sure. Maybe some of you guys can tell me that, but right now I have kind of been doing that when it is a separated meal, but not all the time. Chew your food well, 30 times a bite. I have been doing that. I've been counting it in my head. Some food I can't make it to 30 bites because it's like I'm already soft food or whatever. The rest of it I have. I think I'm going to have awesome jaw muscles because 30 times is a surprisingly long time. I don't know if I just never chewed my food before, but wow. When I first started doing that at the beginning of the week, it actually caused me pain in my jaw. But I have been doing it because, again, got to do it. Eat meals at a table, not in front of the TV or computer. I have stopped eating at the coffee table. You guys, literally every meal I ate at home for like 4 years, I've eaten at the coffee table unless I had company over because, again, I live alone. Why am I going to eat at the table? So now when I'm here, I've been eating breakfast at my breakfast bar and lunch or dinner at my table. I just now noticed it set in front of the computer. I've been eating it watching you guys. But if I'm still chewing my 30 bites and eating slowly and doing all that, I'm just going to call that a wash. Maybe I'll stop watching you guys while I eat it. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Read the nutrition facts on labels on foods you buy. I mean, that's kind of like a habit for me, but also I eat mostly clean, which mostly means I make all of my food. I hardly buy anything processed. Mostly the things I've been eating since I started this plan that are processed have been cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, and oh my god, my cat's water faucet just started, so I gotta finish this really fast. And whole wheat crackers. So yeah, I've been reading the ingredients on those things, but like everything else is veggies and proteins and things that I'm making on my own. Develop an exercise routine. I hate exercising. Of course I hate exercising. That's one of my problems. But I've been walking the dog. The poor dog. I got a dog to help me walk, and then I never walk him. In part, that's his fault because he doesn't like other dogs. And having an 85-pound Doberman who doesn't like other dogs is kind of problematic. So I walk him usually at like 8:30 when not a lot of other people are out walking their dogs. I've walked him twice. I opened the door to walk him on Wednesday after my guests left, and it was dumping down rain. I had no idea it was raining. It was actually pretty funny because he looked at me like, are you crazy? We're not going out in that. He hates the rain. So I'm working on that one little by little. Establish a support system. So my parents, my brother, and then maybe some of you guys, and I'll move forward as we go. I'm thinking about going to one of their support groups just to check it out and see what it's like, but I'm kind of weird about the group thing. And assess your emotional relationship with food. That one I haven't done. I had a disordered eating group thing that I went through with Kaiser last year, and they wanted us to do that too, and I really had a hard time with it. I am not very good at assessing my emotions. That's a whole other video, maybe. Not for this. I don't know what that is. It's a therapy thing too, but basically it's always like, I was bored, I was lonely, and that's as deep as I want to get. I was happy. Those are my three emotions, and I don't want to ever get any deeper than that, so that's something I have to address later. That's the only thing, that and the exercise on the checklist, that I have not been doing 100%. So anyway, this video is super long. I'm so sorry, you guys, but that's that, and I don't know if I'll do another one between now and next week. I know everybody else does once a week, but I'm so excited, and I really am trying to put myself out there and find other people and just really get involved in the community and everything. I think there's a lot of people on Facebook, but I haven't subscribed to anything with my Facebook because it shows up on my feed and I don't want people to know, and all of that stuff. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll be talking to you soon. Okay, bye YouTube.